Starting today, August 19th, 2025, the denial rate for USCIS is going to increase dramatically. The memo here I have in front of me says it is clarifying discretionary factors, but in reality, it is pulling authority back to USCIS, empowering USCIS officers to deny a bunch of different applications in so many different categories all at once because it was discretionary in the first place. And it is effective immediately. So let's break it down and find out exactly who it affects and what you should do. The third paragraph really is an alarming wake-up call. This is what it reads. In cases where the alien has engaged in such activities that they don't like, USCIS will enforce all relevant immigration laws to the maximum degree, including the use of discretion to deny the benefit request. So, this is the first time I've actually ever seen this in a memo, where USCIS is saying they will use discretion to deny the benefit. That means the applicant meets the eligibility in every shape, way, and form possible. Yet the government uses their discretion to deny the benefit. That essentially grants USCIS officers the authority to deny somebody even though they may meet the eligibility requirements. Now, if that's not concerning enough, when you get down to the policy-specific highlights, it's even scarier. People who come in as a tourist, if you want to change your status to a student, that is a discretionary call on the government. If you are changing your status to a student, right? Maybe you are an L visa, you're changing it to a F visa, that is discretionary. If you want to extend your stay, it is discretionary. Before, there's a form, there's a filing fee, there's a specific requirements, you fulfill it, you prove it, you file it. Generally speaking, people got it approved. But now, USCIS, by pulling that away and saying, yes, we still allow it, but this entire benefit, it is discretionary. Meaning, if we don't think it is in the interest of the United States, these officers who are adjudicating it, we can deny it. It's so much harder to sue the government for an abuse of power, for a malicious denial, because it is much more abstract when it is discretionary. The third bullet point on who this affects, it says, it explains that an exercise of discretion in the adjudication of an employment-based immigrant petition is limited to cases where the alien is seeking a national interest waiver. You know what that effectively means? It means every other business category from EB1 through EB5, only the people who are in the narrow of the narrows, EB2 national interest waiver, will USCIS officers exercise their discretion to approve these type of cases. Everybody else essentially doesn't get discretion. But you know why officers need to exercise discretion? Because there's so many areas of our immigration law that is absolutely broken. And it is up to these good officers who can use their discretion and approve cases. Let me point you to one of the most common ones that we see that's going to be heavily affected by this. A lot of employers file extensions and change of status for their H-1B teammates. And oftentimes, they forget to include their spouses. And so now their spouses, their children didn't get the H-4, and they're out of status, and they're illegal, and they're barred from the United States. This is a very common scenario. There's other scenarios. F1 reinstatement statuses. The SEVIS system is so convoluted and broken. The DSO isn't trained enough so that they make one little mistake and now a student is out of status. You have to file a reinstatement, essentially saying there was a mistake, can I get it back? Before you file the NPT argument saying, okay, we should have filed this sooner, we didn't file it, we didn't join, please let us do it a little bit late, we're paying all the filing fees. The officer has the authority to do that, to change it. But now, with this memo, it is essentially saying, under immigration law, you are trying to file for a benefit, and we don't have to give you the discretion you want, and so we are not going to exercise it for you, and so we're denying you. These are not good methods to improve the legal immigration system that we have in the United States. So I'm pleading with the officers, ask for more training and guidance and demand for it before rejecting certain cases, right? Cases show up on your desk. In the past, you would have approved it because you would have granted a discretionary favor. Instead of denying it, ask for the training and the guidance on how you should deal with this particular situation because it is so sympathetic. It deserves that discretionary approval, and get the supervisors to review it and approve it. And for our applicants who are going through this system, whether you are going through the marriage base or you're going through the business base, one of the clear guidelines from this is that they're prioritizing NIWs, national interest waivers. And so muster up that business plan that you have and try to make that into a reality. That is the clearest guidance that this memo gives. If you know your case requires discretion, that is the signal that they're showing you. I hope this helps. We do a live show every Thursday. If you guys have any questions, feel free to log in every Thursday, Pacific time at noon. Thank you. Take care.